talking to Daniel Parslow at Bootham Crescent ahead of the game at Tamworth at the weekend. You came on half time last week,
I did, yeah.
Part of a back three.
Mm-hmm.
Does that suit your game, do you think?
I've played it lots of times in my career. We had some success with it at Cheltenham, won promotion to the Football League, so it's something I'm familiar to, and I think the likes of Johnny and Hamza have played it before as well. So if we do switch to a back three, then like we did on Saturday, I think we'll all be comfortable with it.
Do you have to be a little bit, I don't know what's the word, think about yourself maybe a little bit more and say, well, if we're going to play three centre-halves, we've got a better chance of getting in the team than you would if there was only two?
Well, yeah, Matt says that obviously I'm a centre-back and I found myself out of the team for a few weeks, and if the manager does decide to go to a back three, then probability says that there's a good chance I might be one of those. So obviously time will tell, and we'll work tomorrow on it and see if that's what he's going to go with. But if selected, obviously I'll try and slot in and do my best for the team.
How frustrating has it been for the last couple of weeks when you've been out of the first team?
Frustrating. Obviously, you're a player, you're committed to the football club, you've been here a long time. I mean, I've had spells out of the team before, and you get your head down, you work as hard as you can and wait for the next opportunity. That's in my nature, and I've done that. And obviously the boys have got on a good run, won lots of matches, which is great. But yeah, obviously just waiting for the opportunity, and if it comes Saturday, then great.
Clearly you're not going to sit there on the bench saying, oh, you know what I could do with them conceding a few more goals here, because then my likelihood of getting back in the team does go up. But it must be strange at times when you're seeing the team doing well and you're out of the team and you're desperate to get back in.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you sign for the football club, you give your all for the football club, and you want the football club to do well, but you want to be a part of it obviously as well. You want to contribute, you want to be out there with your teammates. Only 11 can play, and like I said before, I've been left out of the team at York numerous times by previous managers, and I just graft hard, and football's a funny old game and swings and roundabouts, and hopefully if you do get your chance again, you grab it with both hands.
And we all know about the team, the struggles defensively the team has had. Do you think this is maybe the answer, this three centre-backs?
Possibly. I mean we have conceded goals, like you said. I think we have been a bit open as a team, so it might be a solution. I mean, obviously you bring an extra defender in, you get your full-backs or wing-backs a bit higher up the pitch, and then you might have a bit more protection in front of you as well. So teams who play two centre-forwards might have one space centre-half to sweep up things around the back, but there's pros and cons for whatever formation you play. At the end of the day, it is about players, and players get out there and you've got to do the job, and whatever formation the manager and whatever he decides to do, then we've just got to get on board and get out there and perform.
Please don't tell us the next question the wrong way, but we know about the issues that John Parkin's got playing on the artificial pitch on Saturday at Tamworth. Dave Penny last week told us about some of the older players he had at Guiseley as well. Can't play on these types of surfaces. As one of the older statesmen maybe in this York City side, have you got any qualms about playing on it?
Touch wood, I'm okay. I mean, I whenever we train on it, I'm fine. I have no ill effects afterwards. Even though I've had a serious knee injury myself, I'm alright. So I don't feel any worse after playing 90 minutes on grass.
How does it differ? Talk to people like myself who doesn't play football at any sort of level. How does it differ to playing on grass?
It's just a lot quicker. It's not a true bounce of the ball, so it's very skiddy. I just think your passes need to be more to feet. I think obviously on grass you can play the ball in front of players and players can step onto it, but if you don't play it within 2 yards of the player, it's just going to zip away. So especially these days they water them as well. I mean, so Harrogate did. I'm not sure what Tamworth do. We'll find out when we get down there on Saturday. But I think the pace is I think that's the biggest difference really. It's just a lot sharper.
And is it all about the mindset as well before going there? So it's something that you've got to cherish, you've got to look forward to playing on. So if you go there thinking, you know what, I wish we were playing on grass, they've sort of got one up on you already.
Exactly. I mean, you can't use it as a disadvantage. Just both teams are on it, and they train on it, they play on it most weeks, but at the end of the day we've got to back ourselves as 11 players to go out there, and it's still a round ball we're chasing, trying to kick it in the back of the net, and we're trying to keep it out at the other end. So it's as black and white as that. Everything else stays the same.
And until last week you had a decent run. It'd be good just to have that one defeat, put it out of the way and get back with another win.
Of course, the boys, we've been on a very, very good run, and got ourselves back up to where we wanted to be. Obviously the draw with Spennymoor and then the defeat at Stockport, a little bit of a wobble. Let's just make sure it is that, and we can kick on Saturday and get the W in the column again, rather.
And if we all assume that maybe finishing first is maybe a little bit far-fetched at this stage of the season, what's the talk in the group? It's about trying to get into those top 2 places, the second and third, so then that you would get more home advantage during the playoffs and maybe not have to go to a Harrogate town and play on an artificial surface in the playoffs.
I think it's vital that we still strive to be as high as possible in the league, because, like you said, it does make the route to getting promotion, which was the aim at the end of the season, a little bit easier. I mean, if the lower down you go, not only might you have to play an extra game, you might be away from home. So, yeah, the challenge is there's still 14 league games, there's still plenty of points to play for, and we need to ensure that we really are reaching for as high as possible.
Brilliant, that'll do for me. Thank you.
Back 3, Dan, you've played right, middle, left. Are there any preferences for yourself? You obviously started at right and then moved to
I did,
the middle.
very quickly, obviously. I mean, I think the gaffer between Gaffer and Dave, I just think they felt as though Johnny could step in, but I don't know, maybe younger legs, so maybe I could just sweep around and cover and be a bit of the organiser, which I like to do anyway. So, no, there's no preference. I mean, when I joined last season under the old regime, I was left of a 3. We had Jan in the middle and Hamza on the other side. So, like you said, I've played in all 3, but no, I mean, wherever needed, wherever called upon, then obviously if you are in the middle, I feel as though you can call the shots a bit more, make sure that you're organising and dragging people about, but yeah, no preference really.
Yeah. Which position did you play at Cheltenham when you won the league?
Middle of a 3.
Middle,
I played the middle of a 3, and then obviously we had a lefty we had a left-sided centre back, a left-footed centre back on the left, and then we had a right-footer on the right, and I was able just to sort of, I mean, I had 2 young boys either side of me who we had on loan, and I was able just to sort of pull them through really, because they had plenty of ability, but at the time they hadn't had much football, so I was able to just get them through the games and let their ability shine through.
Yeah. Who were them 2 lads?
Cameron Burgess, who's now at Scunthorpe, and we had Rob Dickey as well. So Rob Dickey's now gone on to Oxford. He was at Reading. We had him on loan from Reading at the time. So he
both kicked on.
He went to Lincoln, and then Oxford had just bought him from. So they've both. You could see they clearly were going to have a good career in the game, and they've gone on to do well, and you always keep an eye out how they're doing, and it's all good.
Well, I knew I was going to speak to you today. I just looked at the appearances and where you are at the moment, and on Saturday you just jumped up to 11th.
Right.
So you're 13 behind top 10. I mean, there's 14 games left. Obviously there might be more games, but is that a little target now? How would it feel being in the top 10?
I'm obviously extremely proud to have played so many games for this football club. I'm fortunate to come back, rejoin in the summer, and if I could get in that top 10, it'd be a huge achievement, something I'd never thought I'd ever get that many, obviously, when I joined as a young 20-year-old, under Billy McEwen. But no, it's a huge football club. I enjoy my time here, I always have, and long may it continue. Yeah,
I think Barry Jackson and Chris Toppin are the only centre-backs that have played more games than you now. How does it feel to be associated with names like those?
Exactly, they're huge icons for the football club, and very fortunate. Obviously, it's nice that to be just put in the same sentence as those sorts of players. I'm proud, and hopefully I can continue to play many more games for York.
Yeah, you're beating Dave McGurk as well.
Yeah, my old mate. Yeah, I spoke to him the other day actually. So he's obviously played with Dave for a long time, and what a good centre back he was as well. So he's moved on to the next part of his career, and he's doing very well. Obviously across at Hyde, and doing some really good things with Darren Kelly actually. So obviously Dave was always a few years older than me, so I've had the opportunity to sort of catch up with him and obviously just sneak above him in the appearance, but all good.
And would you like to be around next season to up those appearances, go
absolutely.
for 400?
Yeah,
What's
absolutely.
your contract situation now? Are you out this summer or?
Well, it was obviously I am up this summer, but obviously there's still a long way to go, and there's plenty of football to be done. So I just need to hopefully get in the team, prove my worth, and then things will take care of itself.
Yeah, you'd like to be around.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a huge football club with ambitions to be going back up the pyramid, and that's obviously music to my ears as a footballer, and want to get the club back where it should be.
Yeah. Would you come down on this level with any other club?
No, I mean, I think obviously in the summer I had other options, but obviously with the connection to York and the loyalty to the old manager, I think, I mean, and partially obviously because I was a part of a team that was relegated, and you felt as though you need to sort of stick at it and get the club back where it should be. So yeah, I mean, yeah, of course there were other clubs that showed a bit of interest, but this is where I've always wanted to play my football, and once the opportunity was given to me for that to happen again, then it was easy.
Lovely. Cheers, Dan.
All right.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.